We are going to talk about amino acid metabolism, both what they break down into and what they are made from. We're going to start off with drawing just the general metabolism with all of the compounds that are basically being utilized in catabolism and anabolism. So what we're going to do first is we're going to run through just what catabolism is and just what anabolism is. Catabolism is the breakdown of products. You've got 6 common, Van Fleet likes 7 breakdown products. These are oxidative reactions releasing energy. Anabolism is going to be building things. You have 4 common precursors. These are reductive reactions that require energy. So our catabolic products are always going to be red. Our anabolic stuff is going to be green. So the 6 common breakdown products are going to be pyruvate, acetyl-CoA, and this one is the 7th that Van Fleet enjoys as one of its own, which is acetoacetyl-CoA. Acetoacetyl-CoA can break down into acetyl-CoA, which is why it's known as 6, but Van Fleet liked that 7th one. We've also got oxaloacetate, alpha-ketoglutarate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that we need 2 more. Those 2 more are fumarate, and can anyone guess on the last one? I'd be impressed if you did. Succinyl-CoA. Now, in these, we have 3 alpha-keto acids. What an alpha-keto acid is, alpha-keto acids are 1 nitrogen group away, probably NH3, nitrogen, 1 nitrogen group away from being an amino acid. That means that pyruvate is one of these alpha-keto acids, oxaloacetate is another, and alpha-ketoglutarate is the last. These 3 alpha-keto acids, if a nitrogen group is added to them, they will be converted into an amino acid. The amino acids in this case are, for pyruvate, it is alanine. For oxaloacetate, it is aspartate. For alpha-ketoglutarate, it's glutamate. Those are the 3 alpha-keto acids. Those would be very good to remember. You also need to know anabolism. The 4 common precursor metabolites are as follows: 3-phosphoglycerate. We've also got pyruvate. I believe, yes, that is in fact true. We've also got alpha-ketoglutarate. And, unless I'm vastly mistaken, our last one is oxaloacetate. These are our 4 common building blocks of amino acids. Alright, I'm going to erase this. Keep in mind that green is going to be anabolic and red is going to be catabolic. So, what we're going to do is we're going to draw out the general metabolism, including all of the amino acids, all of the intermediates that we just named as being either breakdown products or precursors. So we're going to start out, somewhere up here is going to be glucose. I'm not going to draw it in because I don't have a lot of space on my whiteboard. Glucose is going to break down into 3-phosphoglycerate eventually. That was a part of that was one of the building blocks, the anabolic pathways. Phosphoglycerate can keep breaking down into pyruvate, which, as we know, can form alanine. Alanine can also be broken down into pyruvate. So this is kind of both an anabolic and a catabolic one. Pyruvate is going to form acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is going to be channeled into the citric acid cycle, of which we really need to know oxaloacetate. This is going to form citrate, which is not involved. It's going to form isocitrate. So this is citrate, isocitrate. From isocitrate, it's going to go down into the compound that we do need to know, alpha-ketoglutarate. Now again, these are both our alpha keto acids. This even says alpha keto in the name, which is gorgeous. What these are going to make are glutamate, and oxaloacetate is going to make aspartate. Aspartate and glutamate can also break down into these products, so these are both anabolic and catabolic products. Now alpha ketoglutarate is going to keep going down. What it's going to form is succinyl-CoA, which, as we'll remember, is one of the other catabolic products. Succinyl-CoA is going to go on to form succinate, which we're not really worried about. And then that's going to go back around. Succinate, which we're not worried about, that's going to go into malate. Malate is, that's not going to go into malate, that's going to go into fumarate. Fumarate. I don't know how to say that word. It's going to go into fumarate, all right? Fumarate is going to change into malate. Malate is not particularly involved, so malate is going to go straight into oxaloacetate. Fumarate was part of our catabolic pathway. So let's start with anabolic, because it's just a little bit shorter. Our anabolic things. 3-phosphoglycerate can form serine. All right? Serine can form both glycine and cysteine. Beautiful, beautiful. Our alpha ketoglutarate can form glutamate. From that glutamate, we can make several other products, including glutamine, proline, and arginine. I would invite you to fast forward this as fast as you can. We do not need to know the specific breakdown products aside from the alpha keto acids, but I'm going to run through it anyways, just to kind of give you a little bit of a recap of what we went over. Aspartate can be used to make asparagine. This is the exact same reaction that we had here, glutamate to glutamine. Tack on an extra nitrogen group and you have the next amino acid. Now, that's approximately all we need to know for biosynthesis of amino acids. Biosynthesis of amino acids is going to require a couple different vitamin cofactors. Those vitamin cofactors are as follows. The vitamin cofactors for biosynthesis are, you've got pyridoxal phosphate, which is vitamin B6, pyridoxine. You've got tetrahydrofolate, which I'm not going to write out. It's going to be folic acid, which is in fact B9. And you need S-adenosyl methionine. S-adenosyl methionine. We don't need to know what these are. We need to know that they're for amino acid metabolism, need to know they're for biosynthesis. Don't really need to know what they do, which is kind of nice. Alrighty, so let's go through some breakdown products then. One important thing to keep in mind with the breakdown products is we have ketogenic and glucogenic breakdown products. Glucogenic breakdown products can be used to make glucose. Ketogenic breakdown products will be used to make ketones via ketone anabolism. Ketones being the acetoacetyl-CoA, which is going to form your two ketones, which I can't pull to mind right now, which is going to form acetoacetate and D-beta hydroxybutyrate. Now, we need to know that there are two exclusively ketogenic amino acids, these two amino acids being leucine and lysine. Aside from that, you don't really need to know which ones are ketogenic and which ones are glucogenic. I emailed Van Fleet and she said that we do need to know these, but not the rest of them, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Again, ketogenic alone being leucine and lysine. So, I'm going to erase these enzyme cofactors, these vitamin cofactors, as well as this, so I've got some more space. Because we also right here have acetoacetyl-CoA, which is our 7th breakdown product. Breakdown products being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't underline it. Our anabolic pathways being 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, catabolically, going into acetoacetyl-CoA, we've got leucine, leucine, lysine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, and tyrosine. Those go into acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA can go into acetyl-CoA. Forming acetyl-CoA, we have isoleucine, ILE. We've got leucine, threonine, and tryptophan, TRP. These will all form acetyl-CoA. Forming pyruvate, we've got alanine, cysteine, glycine, serine, threonine, tryptophan. These will all form pyruvate. We've also got asparagine and aspartate, which can go backwards to form oxaloacetate. We've got phenylalanine, which would break down into tyrosine, which can make fumarate. We've got isoleucine. Yep, that's right. Isoleucine, methionine, threonine, and valine, which will form succinyl-CoA. And then we've got arginine, proline, glutamine, and histidine, which will all form glutamate. Glutamate will form alpha-ketoglutarate. So these are all catabolic as well. Again, remembering that the two solely ketogenic amino acids are leucine and lysine. We're going to move on just a little bit into what you actually have to know. All right?